we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depends on which part of the world you are watching us live or maybe the recording later. And welcome to another of our multilingual weekend live episodes where we talk about businesses, about how we, manage life and business with, as always, it's not just myself, with some of my amazing business partners. And today I really wanted to, it's Mother's Day weekend, at least in some parts of the world. So I wanted in kind of just to talk about moms and how busy moms are doing the business while still raising a family, because yes, it's possible, and without feeling guilty, without sacrificing family time or working crazy hours. And you'll hear from all of us here today, and hope to, make you think or inspire you to maybe try to do the same. But before we do that, let's see who we have here today. And I'll start. I'm Dana. I'm originally from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români. Și dacă sunteți aici la această versiune în engleză, vă invit și lunea la cea în română, în care vorbesc despre această afacere. So yeah, that was for my Romanian followers. Originally from Romania, but I'm coming live now from Ontario, Canada, where I have been living for over 20 years with my family. I'm a mom of 2 teenagers growing way too fast. And I'm also still have my full-time job. I work in IT. I manage projects. I manage people. And for 2 years now, I also manage my own digital business, same like everyone here, actually managing, being able to do both, right? Business, family, and actually work, or 3, depends how many you count. So let's see who else we have here. Kim, good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching from. So, for whoever doesn't know me, my name is Kim, and I am originally from Vietnam. I moved to Canada since I was 4, so it's over 40 years now. I'm living here with my husband and a teenager daughter. Um, I'm an IT professional, full time, but I'm also venture myself into the business world part time. I'm still doing it at night. So yeah, so hello mọi người. Mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống ở Canada cùng chồng và một đứa con gái. Mình cũng hơn 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà mình cũng đang làm cái kinh doanh số cho bản thân mình và cho gia đình của mình có cuộc sống tốt hơn. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Janetta, good to see you again. Good morning. Oh, you are on mute.
Good morning, Dana, and everybody else. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Janetta McNeil, greeting you from San Antonio, Texas. I'm a registered nurse originally from South Africa. I'm a wife, a mom, and a grandma, and also a caregiver, because I had to step away from my nursing profession. But thank God I'm also an online business owner and mentor. Goeiemôre, goeiemiddag, goeienaand elkeen. Is Janetta. Ek groet jou van San Antonio. Ek is ook van Suid-Afrika. En groete, goeiemôre. As jy ons vanmiddag kyk op video or YouTube, welkom. En ek is bly dat jy hier is, en sodat ons kan vir julle vertel wat ons doen en hoe jy ook jou eie aanlyn besigheid kan begin. Ja, ek is 'n ma, 'n grandma, en ek is ook 'n aanlyn besigheidseienaar. So, dit is nie net vir mense wat tech savvy is nie, maar vir elkeen wat die wil het om te leer, om iets nuut aan te leer. So, back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Janetta. And from morning Texas to midnight Australia, Ashley, good night, good evening, and welcome.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dana. Well, hello, everyone. I'm Ashley from Perth, Australia, and it is midnight here. It's my birthday, and it's been a crazy day. So thank you for having us here today. I'm a mother of two, proud mom of two beautiful girls. I'm a business owner and a healthcare worker, so I still, run around and do all these things in the same day. So thank you so much for having me. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I've been living in Australia for the last 11 years now. I keep counting. And yeah, I've been proud to be part of this big team. Hello, Makadini, Ndetwanaki, originally from Zimbabwe. Nogaram Australia for the last 10 years. And ndiri business owner, ndiri mai vana 2 vasikana, 6 and 3. And doing this business per side by my full-time work as well. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Nashle. And again, coming back to Canada, Abigail, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to our live.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everybody. Hello, where you're watching from. My name is Abigail, aka Komoto. I'm surprised that Jeanette is also from South Africa. Wow. You know, this community, we don't know each other. I'm only learning now that Janet is from South Africa, and I'm also from South Africa. Yes, I'm a digital business owner. I started this business 1 year ago, and I'm from the aviation industry. I worked for an airline for 20 years. Then I came to Canada 7 years ago. So life was tough. That's when I discovered this business. Thank you again, Dana, for giving me this opportunity. Over to you.
Thank you, Abigail, and welcome. And last but not least, Lorna, welcome back, I guess. Good evening, good afternoon, I guess, in England.
Yeah, thank you, Dana. Good afternoon and good morning and good evening, wherever you are. My name is Lorna, and I'm a senior health care assistant, originally from Zimbabwe, and currently staying in UK. 3 years now in UK. And I'm a proud mom of 3, a single proud mom of 3, 2 girls and 1 boy. And makadii zvenyu ine ndiri raiti zvakanaka kuti tive pano pabusiness. Ndinofara nokuti tasanganiswa nevamwe vari kubva kunzvimbo dzakasiyana siyana sezvo mazvinzwira vamwe kuromania, Canada, Australia, USA. Zvinoratidza kuti business redu riri worldwide, so we can connect from anywhere, anytime. So ndinokukwazisai mose, ndichifara kuva nemi pane ino nguva. And thank you. Back to you, Diana.
Thank you, Lorna. And thank you again, everyone, for taking time off your, busy Saturday morning or night and coming here to share about a bit more about yourself and about your business. And as Abigail said, right, this community is so big that we discover every day that, some new people that we have something in common. It's like, hey, we are from the same place. So, yes. If you are wondering, and maybe if you are for the first time here, or not for the first time, but if you've seen us before and you are not sure what this business is about, let me give you a quick review or overview of what this business is. What do we do? Well, we help people launch their own online businesses using the same system that we're using, the same proven system that's designed to work for anyone, regardless of their skill set, of their age or location. You can see here from the 6 of us here, we are coming from different places. We live in the very different places that where we are born, maybe. And we definitely, actually today seems to be IT and health, our skill sets, but we are very, regardless of what you are doing for your daily maybe job, you can run this business. Why? Because it's like an online franchise that it comes with everything that you need to run a business. It gives you the training, it gives you the tools, the system, and most important, the support that you need. But you still maintain full control. You are your own boss, it's your own business. You decide how you register, depends on which part of the world you live, how you pay your taxes, because at the end of the year, you do get your tax form, so you have to pay your taxes. But So yes, it's a valid, legit business. It's a business that you can, you know, learn how to do the business while the business is running, and that's one of the things that I like most about the business. Right? It's not like I had to go to university for 5 years before I could apply for a job and start making $1. For the business, in 2 weeks your business is running and you can start making money while still trying to figure out how to run a business. But yes, the system, the platform combines all the automation, because you are doing everything online these days, so why not make money online, right? So it's through the power of social media, and as long as you have an internet connection and the phone or a laptop, you are plugged in, your business is running, and you are connected all the time. So yes, you can run your business while you watch your kids playing in the playground, or maybe waiting for the soccer tournament to finish, or maybe you are on a beach somewhere on vacation and you just check your business from time to time. So that's the power of automation, of social media, of AI lately, which can help you even more, but also the power of a system that's built for anyone to be able to use this. You'll have access to some high quality product, which makes all the process very simple. But you'll not hear us talking much about the products, because although they are amazing products and we all use them, it's the business model that's making a big change on people's life, and that's what we are really going to share more about you. And yes, beyond the tools and the system, really the heart of this business model is this community, the mentor and the coach that you'll get when you start the business, and the community that's, I don't know, now over 260,000 people. I don't know, I think we are getting very close to 300,000 people who are doing this business from all over the world, from very islands that I never heard of. We have a business partner there, and we are all real people. You see here, we never run a business before, most of us, but now we are doing it, and we learn as we do. No matter if you've been in business for a month or 2-3 years, you are still learning every day. And that's another benefit of this business. The personal grow, and this changes changing you as a person also, while changing your bank account too. So that's a bit about the business. Now let's go back to talk about today's kind of theme of, and you can see all of us here, right? We are moms, we have a family, and as moms, we always been um, teach. I don't know if we are if we seen our moms or someone told us, but you always put everyone first, right? Your role as a mom is to give to your children, to your family, to everyone else, and somewhere along the way you stop choosing yourself, or yourself it's always last on that list, right? So and we tell ourselves that there is no time or space for having something for yourself, or if you do something for yourself, then you end up kind of feeling guilty that, hey, maybe I took time away from the family. But we'll share with you today how all of us are able to still have a job, still put family, one of the important places in our life, and still being able to be present there for our families. But we are still running also a business, which is something for ourselves, that of course benefit around us, not only ourselves, but something that we started building from nothing and is changing the way we look at the life itself, and definitely at our future. And Kim, maybe let's start with you, because I've known you for a while, for full disclosure, right? And I know, you have a daughter. We saw her earlier there waving to us. Now she's not at home anymore, but still, right? She needs her mommy a lot. And I know you are driving back and forth for her. You also have your IT job, and you also have another side hustle. And so this is the second. What made you start another business despite being so busy?
Thanks, Dana. Yeah, I'm very busy. As a mom, as a wife, I care for my family. I work my 9 to 5 job. I cook, clean, manage the home, and on top of that, as you said, I'm also running two online business in parallel, right? So trust me, when I say I'm busy, I'm really, really busy. But I kind of learned how to manage my time better. So what makes me start this online digital business? It's just because I realized that being busy is not the same as being secure, right? Life is just busy every day. But after spending years in the corporate world and eventually getting laid off, I just realized that one paycheck is not enough. And when, my life has suddenly changed. And I just didn't want to keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. So that's why I start looking for a plan B. I want something more flexible, something more, that I can build myself and I can bring it with me anywhere I go. So as you mentioned already, my daughter is studying away from home, so I'm able to move, drive back and forth to stay with her. This weekend is Mother's Day, so I'm eventually going to stay with her for a week and bringing my business with me. So that's why I love this kind of flexibility, and I can give to my family more freedom and more security, right? So there's just many nights I feel that I'm very tired, and moments that I really doubt myself, but I keep going because I know that staying comfortable was not the solution, right? So I just didn't want my entire future, my financial, break that cycle. So little by little, step by step, things start to change. And now I truly believe that busy people just like us here are often the one who knows and who understands the value of time the most, right? So we all have 24 hours a day. So we learn how to make every hour count. So yeah, so that's pretty much for me. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Oh, yes. We didn't start this business because we are, bored or that we had a lot of time. We started this business because we wanted something different for our family and we wanted some more time for family. And I know that may seem strange for some people, right? It's like, how do you start a new business and you hope that you have more time? Yes, because it's a business where you work smarter, where you use the tools, use technology, and eventually, yes, you work less time, and you make some money. So we wanted something different. We wanted the future, and that's why we started the business. It's not easy, right? It's not. We are not here to tell you, oh, it's so easy to do it, but it's doable if you have a strong why, a strong reason, and if you really want to make a change for you, and you are not happy where you are, then yes, we have this amazing business model that can be done by anyone, and it changes lives, and you can do it in small pockets of time. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I need 8 hours a day to run my business. No, you can run the business in small pockets of time. But it's also, as I was saying, it's not easy. So maybe, Janetta, if you can share with everyone watching, how do you use those small pockets of time to be able to run a business?
Thank you so much, Dana. This is a very important question, and I pray that I will give some people who are maybe struggling in how to be busy and run a business will get an answer this afternoon or this morning. Well, and honestly, people think that you need a lot of hours of free time to start something new or to run something new. But the truth is, small pockets of time can change your life when used intentionally. Like with myself, I wake up a little earlier before my day gets busy so that I can get the important things done. So that during the course of the day, those small pockets of time, I can just use to maybe answer some questions, listen to a podcast, or just work on myself. Or those small pockets of time you can use effectively instead of being on social media, scrolling endlessly, not learning anything, watching other people using their time productively. So instead of scrolling, like I said, you can listen to a podcast even when you are on your way to work. You listen or you use that time, listen to a podcast, maybe a short training. Like with us, we have replays and we use those time in commute, listening to those things. Or during the course of the day, answer messages or learn a new skill. Like maybe at night, you can use that time. As busy moms, caregivers, women they are always busy. Um, you don't really have those a lot of time to schedule everything precisely, but we do have moments throughout the day that you can use. So sometimes those 15 minutes before work, during lunch breaks, waiting maybe if somebody is going to school to pick up the children in the line, use those bits of time to do something productively. Even after dinner, when everybody has gone to bed, do something, especially when you are building something new and you really want it to succeed. All those little pockets of time, whatever free time you have, use it to grow your business. I've learned that even during using those small pockets of time consistently can grow and your business into something big. Because you have to start somewhere. You don't have to wait for the perfect time or for the amount of time that you think to start your business. Only those little times that you use consistently, productively, will help your business to grow. So instead of asking, do I have enough time? Maybe you can ask the question, how can I use the time I already have wisely? Because, you can maybe search for something online, and by the end of the day, maybe you are 30 minutes, an hour in, and you haven't done anything. So start by asking, how can I use the time that I have wisely? So even spending 30 minutes a day learning something about your business, investing in personal growth or income producing skills can make a difference over a year. So the key is to be intentional, not just busy. Busy does not always mean productive, being productive. So sometimes we wait for the perfect time to start, but the perfect time often comes after you begin, because now you see how this business is working. Early in the morning, you can start something during the day at night. Thank you so much and God bless. Thank you, Mazana.
Thank you, Janetta. Yes, everyone has 24 hours a day, right? No one invented yet how to make more time. And somehow you look at some people and you feel like, wow, how is someone able to do that much in 24 hours and other people not? So yes, it's very important to prioritize, right? And like I was talking with someone, it's like you always have your priorities. So for the people who say, oh, I don't have time for that, that means that thing, whatever it is, it's not a priority, right? Remember when we have babies and you have to change the diaper, you always find time to change the diaper because you know it's good for the baby, right? Same, like you always find time to feed your kid because it's important. So it's same for everything else in life. And as Janetta said very well, right, we all spend time on, it's impossible because we all have these phones, right? So you always open it and then you'll think like, oh, I'll check one message. And then you look 40 minutes later, you're looking at someone dancing on TikTok or someone, showing pictures from whatever beach there may be there. So, but what you don't realize that those 40 minutes you could have used it to make money online. So we are not saying like, hey, don't, spend every second thinking about business, but if you want something to build something of your own, you can do it and you will find those pockets of time because we all have them. Or you will, like Janata said, you wake up a bit earlier in the morning. For me, I prefer to stay really late at night when everyone goes to sleep. I go to sleep a bit later, which I was doing even before having the business anyway. It's just now I feel so productive that sometimes I look at the clock and it's like, oh, it's 2 a.m. Maybe I should go to bed. I don't want to stop myself because that's the other good part of this business. You really love what you are doing, so you doesn't feel like work. It feels like fun. It feels like being, part of a group of people, and you find someone at 2 a.m. because for them it's morning, like with Ashley here, right? So she's celebrating her midnight birthday party with us in the other part of the world. So how amazing is that? And yes, for those of you watching us that you feel like you don't have the times or the skills, I hope we are here proof that you can do it, and sharing our stories. I hope to inspire you to find your pockets of time. But let's talk about, because you'll find those pockets of time again if it's important for you. So Ashley, maybe share with us, or why do you think it's important for busy moms to build something of their own?
Thank you so much, Dana. And you're exactly right. Thanks, ladies, for sharing all those insightful, things that you shared already. It's important, to still acknowledge, the person you were before. I mean, I'm a busy mom personally, so I know exactly what it can be like, where you feel like you're constantly doing something for the kids, you're running around, your school drop off, your school pickup, and then you can easily find yourself getting lost in the mix of things because you're constantly looking after everyone and caring for everyone, and simply just not caring about maybe what you think. Sometimes it's important to also stop and think of, what do I want as a mom? Before the kids came, I'm sure you were, just you, and you probably didn't worry about much else. But it's important to think of what makes you, reclaim your identity. Think of the person you want to be. Amongst that, you're doing a very important, crucial role, raising children, and simply, looking after them and making sure that they grow up to be, responsible adults one day. Think of what you like, what makes you a parent, what makes you also happy, reclaiming that identity for yourself, because be that one day kids get grown and then they're out of the nest. I'm sure many of us start thinking, what do I do with my time? What did I like before? What could I have been doing? So I find that, Dana, it's actually very good for people who are moms, or simply raising kids, to still know what you like, do those things so that it doesn't just go down the drain. It's okay to have your kids and love them, but so is it okay for you to also aspire to become more, to build a career, to follow a certain path of your own self, so that you can build something along the side of whatever else you're doing. Make sure that's not sort of at the back of your head, because oftentimes we neglect that. We can't ever have our cup full because we're constantly giving, from that same cup. So refill your cup so that you can also help, people those around you. It's like in an airplane, they always say you gotta save yourself first before we save everyone. So whatever you do for everyone else, be it your kids, your family, your husband, your spouse, make sure you're also refilling your cup. If it's a career path you want to do, I would say it's important for you to also hang around, developing those skills and follow that set of skills, because the whole idea for us moms is usually that we want a role model. So as we want a role model for our kids, for them to know that it's okay to still, I guess, take a lesson of you can still want more out of life outside of you raising your kids, raising a family, and still go down the lines of, doing a business such as this one, where you're running an online business, and they can see you through working out the hard times of, mommy actually puts her time into work. She sometimes might not get things right, but she keeps get back up, and she keeps building, which I think is an important lesson, because you still can motivate your kids as they see you, thrive in real time, and making sure you're working towards something bigger and better that goes beyond just ourselves as moms, but keeps going, building a legacy for them, and for yourself as well, so that we might bring that retirement closer, or shave off years of you working, 9 to 5, and forever feeling exhausted and worn out with life. So as I'm growing today, I'm even thinking myself, I'm like, I just wanted to make sure that you bring that age closer than keeping on going and not being sure of, when is it going to come that I'm going to actually settle down and not have to worry about working. So when you have something building along the side of, your main job or your side hustle, let it make sure that it grows along with you, so that it brings you the kind of life you actually want. And you don't live in regret of, oh, maybe I should have, or what if. Rather, you're doing things for yourself to keep yourself in check of, with reality of what you actually want in the moment that you have. Thanks so much, Dana.
Thank you, Ashley. So well said. You are allowed to build something for yourself, not instead of your family, but for your family and for you, right? But as you said, right, it's a good reason why they said put, your mask first before taking care of someone else. Because when you grow, when you are fulfilled, when you create those options for yourself, and then everyone around you benefits. It's not only you. So instead of asking yourself, oh, do I have time for this? Maybe ask, what can I build with the times that I do have? Because we all have sometimes. But ask yourself what you can build. And if you are ready to explore and to find out what you can build, we are here to guide you and to show you what you can build. So reach out to any of us, and we'll show you the easy day by day step that you can follow on top of everything else that's on your plate, and start building yourself, start building your future. Um, uh, Abigail, if I ask you, because we said that, oh, we started this business to have more time, more freedom of time, of, you know, money. Can you share how this business give you more freedom?
Thank you very much for the question. That's a very good question. Thank you, Dana. This business gave me freedom in ways money alone never could. Freedom to work from anywhere. I can work in my own living room, as now I'm sitting in the living room. I can work in the bathroom while I'm doing the brushing of teeth. I can work in my own bed. Like if I'm sleeping, then an idea comes out, then I quickly just grab my phone. I can use the phone. I can work on a laptop. I can do whatever, everything. And in the kitchen while I'm cooking, I can still do the business. That's freedom. This is what we call freedom. I can be outside, maybe in transit, still be able to work because of it will be working in the background. So I can be walking a dog, taking a stroll with friends, and while I'm still working, I can still look at the messages. So I can also be present to the people that I mostly love. I can go visit them anytime. I can do have a call to them. I don't have any restrictions of time. I can do whatever at any time. Freedom, it has given me freedom as a person to grow as a person. And my mindset, since joining this business, my mindset has changed so much. It's not all about paycheck, it's about who you are becoming. Freedom to learn new skills. I'm learning every day. I'm on a journey discovering myself along the way as I go along. So yes, there's a lot of learning in this business. As Sis Dana indicated, that it's not easy. You know, when you build something, you go through stages. So you first start with foundation. The foundation needs to be strong. Without foundation, your house is not going to be well balanced. So, and honestly, one of the biggest freedom in this business is a mental freedom. Not waking up every day thinking about time and feeling like I'm passing by while I wait for someday. Like someday, you know, every day you've got this anxiety that tomorrow I have to wake up to, it's Monday, 9 to 5 grind. They're always looking forward to Friday. Come Sunday, their moral, their, happiness has gone down because of now they are stressing about waking up tomorrow morning, which is Monday. Thank you. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Abigail. Oh, yeah, so true, right? You cannot enjoy the Sunday because you're already thinking that Monday you need to go back to work. And that's reminding me of we are on vacation for March break. And it was true. The last day of vacation, we are so upset because it was the last day. And then we realized, like, guys, we are still here. Let's enjoy it. Even if we go back to winter where it's cold, we are on the beach. But you have to enjoy the moment. And nothing is guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed for anyone. yes, we are building every day for a better tomorrow, but you have to really love yourself and love what you are doing every single day. If you are always rushing and leaving for that 1 week of vacation or that weekend, which we just said, right, Sunday it's already miserable because it starts, so the weekend is becoming only one day you can enjoy, then that's not life, right? You are into that circle where you keep hoping and dreaming and hoping for a miracle, but the reality is that you have to start doing something. Hope it's not a long-term plan, right? You have to dream, but then you have to take the action to put that dreams into reality, or else someone will hire you to build their dream, right? We know the saying. Lorna, let's close with you. Maybe if you want to share with everyone on what surprised you after you started the business and you are doing both family and business and work. What surprised you most?
Thank you, Dana. What surprised me most doing both was, number one, at first, as a single mom, uh, decisions are always based on me, whether they are good or they are bad. It is me who has to face them. Even if it's being at school, the children, they've got problems, you have to figure out how to do it. But the other thing that surprised me most in this business is I don't have to figure out almost everything on my own. We've got a community which is open 24/7. And I also have got a one-on-one mentor who is there to assist me when I need help. Uh, Sorry for that. Someone's trying to call me.
Someone is calling you. No worries. That shows
Hello,
that we are.
sorry. It is the problem of using one gadget. Someone was trying to call. So I was saying, I doing this and both my care duties. I've found it's not easy. I need to put the effort and be consistent. But with the community, whenever there are days when you don't feel like it. Everyone has those days. But the good thing about this business, there is someone who's always like checking up on you, encouraging you, and telling you they also had gone through that. You are just following in someone's footsteps. You are not starting something new on your own. You are just building up on something which was built again. And more so, the system itself, it gave me confidence that if I have to plan for that day because I'm always busy as a carer. So whenever I get my 20 minutes or my 30 minutes, or because I'm not supposed to be like on the phone now or on the social media 24/7. No, that's the beauty of the flexibility of this business. So I can choose to be on social media in the morning, or I can choose to be there on the afternoon. I can choose to be there late in the evening. The only important thing is just being consistent and I'll be there. Don't just be watching at the sidewalks. You just have to put a bit of effort, and also doing both this and he has given me now clarity, and I can now foresee my future already because of this business. So I'm happy even as a single mom with my kids, I'm even seeing their future already bright because of this business. Now the confidence that I had lost along the way has now come back because of this, because of the trainings and the community. The communities so is the one which is the only community so far that I've seen which keeps you, which is there to make you win with them. There's no competition, there's no nothing. It's a community of building one another. So that's another thing that I gained from this, and that surprised me more. And I can balance my work and my business at the same time. My business is my plan B. So I'm still going, learning every day, and the training every time. I wasn't a social media person at first, but because of this training, I I can see, because previously I could just say no, this one, no, no, just being scared. But now with this one, but I've gained that confidence that I can even sit and talk with other people from somewhere else, that's being encouraged and being cheered up without anyone being jealous of you or what. But they, even if they criticize you, they are criticizing you for your good, to improve and to do better. And thank you so much, Diana, for having me here. Back to you, Diana.
Thank you, Lorna. Yes, talking with people from around the world. If you would have told me like 2 years ago that I'll do live with people from, Australia and UK, I would have laughed. No, I was using social media just to text with my mom from Europe, or maybe check on what my sister, is doing there. But now all of us feel like it's part of who we are, and we grew because of this business, and we realized that you don't have to choose between being a present mom, even a single mom, and a powerful, confident woman. And especially with our kids, you can tell them whatever. They will copy what you see. They will copy. So you can tell them you can be anything, and then they see you stuck in, and frustrated and worried and tired. So that's not a good role model. The good role model is they will copy you. And we know that the kids are, doing what they want to do, but they will copy what you do. So if you want to be a present mom, then maybe first put your mask and be a strong woman, a stronger role model for your kids. And especially on this, Mother's Day weekend, I want to wish everyone happy Mother's Day, and really appreciate taking time of your Mother's Day weekend to be here to share your story with everyone else, and hopefully inspire some moms out there who are watching us and feel like, I'm not sure if it's for me. We say this business, anyone can do it. It's not for everyone, because you need to bring a strong mindset. You need to bring the willingness to learn and to do something for yourself. And if you have that, all the rest will be here to support you and show you the next steps. So with that, thank you, everyone. And I hope you have an amazing weekend, rest of the weekend, and see you next time. Bye.